Madison's Common Council is set to vote tonight on spending $350,000 to study the actions of the police department. The money's coming from the city's financial reserves.
So this resolution led to a pretty blistering blog post on Sunday night from Madison Police Chief Mike Koval. He is here this morning to explain why. So, Chief, what about this is so bothersome to you?
So much of it is all about timing in life with so many things, Adam and Charlotte. But right now we've been told that the city is on literally the brinksmanship of financial ruination as we know it. And in light of the fact that this is the sort of thing that I think could easily lend itself to a holistic budgetary discussion as part of the 2017, I find it incredible that we're having conversations about this at this time of the year. If you had to pay your rent, that's not the time you go out and look for a car. You have to balance your budget. No one's ever resisted this study from the get-go. And even last night, I'm hearing the spin from some of the council that the chief doesn't want this study. I want the study. I'm appreciative of the study. But I'm saying, what about the cost and what about the timing?
Because they're claiming that they're going to authorize $350,000, and you're like, heck, why not raise it to $400,000 or double that?
Right.
In light of all the shootings that have happened so far this year, where would you rather see that money, the reserve money, be spent?
Well, first of all, the reserve money should be kept in reserve because we still have how many more snowfalls? We have political campaign visits coming. Wisconsin could be a swing state. There's any number of variables that money is in the reserves for. But if you're saying we had $400,000, I have two alders that have a lot of social programs they'd like to see. I have community activists, Boys and Girls Clubs, who also think that going into the summer months, there's a lot of programming that could be met for at-risk youth. I'm saying it doesn't have to come to the police. This isn't about me hoarding scarce resources. This is about what's the most prudent thing.
Is there something bigger here, though, in your mind? I mean, this idea that your department is being targeted, is that kind of the underlying thing that's really getting you angry here?
I think that's part of it. It is a sub-issue because, obviously, over the toxicity of police and community relations going back to Ferguson, and including our own Tony Robinson, I think that the police have been used and abused in this community in particular for scapegoating, for shifting problems, shifting blame, and blaming everything about racial disparities as if it was the police who are at the tip of the spear on this. And as we know, between education, housing, joblessness, homelessness, drug abuse, there are a host of societal problems, and we are ill-equipped to deal with that. And so when I've gone to some of these council meetings and see those speakers who are registered, have every right to say something, I wait, I watch, I wonder, when will someone from the council lift a voice in defense of the Madison Police Department or what we're doing? We're doing an awful lot of grassroots engagement, and none of it's been acknowledged. During National Police Week, not one proclamation, not one attaboy or attagirl. These alders never stop by at these precinct stations and say, nice job, you guys. They don't come to a police memorial. Heck, they don't even come to the police awards ceremony where citizens are acknowledged.
So one council member said on our air yesterday,
yeah,
you know, you should keep this behind closed doors. You should, you know, why are you sharing this publicly?
Because I've been waiting for 2 years to see this sort of robust conversation. Their silence is deafening. I actually had an alder sit in my office the other day and said, Chief, I don't know what you're talking about. I support you. I said, really, I've never seen you say anything in defense of Madison Police. I've never seen you at any events. How is it? So you're basically saying your inaction implies I'm in support of you because when you vote for stuff, then I'm there for you. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. I got 470 cops. No one's having a pity party. They know what the terms are when they come in. But every now and then, it would be nice to get some infusion of support from a council that, quite frankly, I only have two mottos in life. Win, which is what's important now, and two, because we're G-rated, we'll just say, get stuff done. I don't see that council doing credence to either one of those two mantras of mine.
You'll be there tonight.
I'm afraid it'll be 20 against 1, but I'm going to be there. It'll be a cage match, I have no doubt.
All right.
Chief Mike Koval, thank you so much for spending your time with us this morning. We appreciate it.
Appreciate the opportunity. Thanks.